So Charlie's ready. We're going to go to a little place called Port Rexon and do about a 5-kilometer loop. It's a trail called Skerwink. It's pretty popular. It is March 23rd, 2025. It's unseasonably warm for this time of year. The wind is up today, 30, gusting to 60 odd. Over the night, it's supposed to cool down. Right now, I think it's 9 or 10 degrees, but with the wind, it's much cooler than that. Tonight, it's supposed to drop down to about 0. It's supposed to have some showers, chance of showers / wet snow flurries, starting about just after midnight. And I think the wind is supposed to slowly die down. Not going to drop out altogether. And tomorrow morning, just before noon, is supposed to whatever is falling, snow / rain, should be stopped. So I anticipate spending in the morning in the tent. And part of the reason we're going out, we want to check out the new nature hike, Opolis 2 Ultralight. It's a tunnel tent. You'll see. I'm hoping to do a little review on it. So we're going to get going now and show you the Skirwink and a little bit of Port Rexon and Trinity East.
Tax on carbon for consumers. And we took all of these actions and more to create the found by us, for us. We benefit a 2-income family by up to $825 a year.
We need to spend less government now and focus.
As the local party has defended it proudly.
Hey, so we're here now at Farm Pond. This is part of the Skerwink Trail. I guess the official trailhead is just up here, but we're going to camp just on the other side of the pond here. We're going to hike the trail empty, come back here, pick up our bag, and then just find our camp spot. Well, we'll have picked our camp spot, no doubt, on our way around. The truck just got under this blow down. Some of the trails on the peninsula. Skirwink. Wow, just a lot not on there, that's for certain. They have a brewery in Port Rexon. This is the old train track here. Again, part of the trail. There's a brewery in Port Rexon. It's quite popular. They serve like grilled cheeses and fries, some craft brews. Great little spot. I love it. Dog friendly. They got like an outside area. Water bowls for dogs. It's really nice. So does that actually say 3? Yeah, near 5Ks, I guess. Okay, here's our little friend. He, again, if you've, I don't know if you've met Charlie, but he's 16 and his his eyes and hearing is not the greatest. He's going to put a bell. Oh, there he is. Hello. So I gotta keep an eye on him because he wanders off. He's doing very good today, though, I gotta say. So I think these two little places are actually little little rental units. Beautiful little spots right on the trail. No camping. You know, technically I'm probably in a municipality. I'm not 100% on that, but I don't suspect anybody having an issue with me setting up in there, even if anybody happened to do see me set up. By the time I get in there, I would think it's 4 or 5 o'clock, depends on how much time I use as filming here. And yeah, I don't see it being an issue. Still a little bit of snow. Still exceptionally warm for this time of year. A little toilet paper, hand sanitizer. Yeah, wow, nice little addition to the trail, that's for certain. A lot of people are driving to come here, so there's no real public washrooms there, so yeah, great idea. Still some raw frozen on the cliffs over there. Yeah, the wind is gusting 60 out of the southwest. Quite the breeze on. So that's one of the... Come here. I don't trust him by that cliff because of his eyesight. So yeah, that's what Skerwink is. It's a sort of a sea stack. That's a beautiful one there. Let's go. Yeah. It's Fox Island. I do not want to be out there today. I put Charlie on his lead just because I plan on coming down and getting a few shots. And see, he's unsure where to go. Come here, my friend. I'll carry you down. You can stay in my arms until we're up out of this. That's why I got him on. That's why I got him on his lead. On Stumble, and he's a dead doggy. Magnificent. Absolutely beautiful. Quite a few windfall. Somebody's been out though and got the path cleared. I guess because of no snow, people are taking advantage of the trail. The trail's in great shape, not terribly muddy. Yeah, I thought a Sunday you would see more people on it. Maybe earlier in the morning, perhaps. Hikers tend to go early in the morning, I find. I know if I'm going for a hike, I tend to get up and do it early in the morning. So the Skerwink rock is just off the point on your left. You can see there. Right spot for a fire. The head of the pond is nice here. The ground is a bit damp and it's right on the trail. So I think I'm going to sit up in here. I'm really totally out of the wind here. Great level spot, nice soft dry ground. Still got the view out here, and I'm totally out of the wind. So this is where I'm gonna set up my tent. So nature hike, Opulus 2. 4-season tent. We claim to be a 4-season tent. I know that's sort of subjective. 4.5 pounds, doesn't come with a footprint, or this one didn't come with a footprint at least. It's a tunnel tent. So I guess this is going to be like a little review. I have taken it out and set up once at home in nice calm conditions. Well, again, pretty calm conditions here as well. And there is a best way to set up tunnel tents in general. And this, I guess, tent is no exception. So, a few things you want to keep in mind. And the first thing is you always set up into the wind. So the tail of the tent or the foot of the tent is going to be into the wind. And you need to determine which end that is for you. And with the tunnel tents is pretty obvious. So not like a traditional tent setup first. This is an all-in-one setup. So when you're sitting with the inner and the outer up at once. So the whole idea is that, especially with inclement weather, and you can get the tent set up without getting the inner tent wet. That's the whole idea of the 2-in-1 setup. And you can take the inner tent out of this tent and just go with the fly structure. But we're going to set it all up here tonight. So it's really, it's handy that what I like to do is I'll pack my pegs and pull separately. But I like to make sure I got my pegs out of their bag. I'm ready to use. Now make sure I put this somewhere safe so it doesn't blow away. The next thing I want to do is assemble my poles. We'll set up the tent last. So you don't have to worry about it blowing around. Even though it's calm here, it's really windy. I am going to, like it's gusty here at times, I am going to keep everything battened down. And it's really important, sometimes you're sitting around at the beautiful evening, you'll leave stuff out, the wind will come up in the middle of the night and it's all over the place. You're lucky if you found it. So I'm really brand loyal when it comes to tents, right? I've been buying like NSRs and Big Agnes, and I've had some MEC products in the past as well. But I've noticed this. I've sort of been out of new technology when it comes to backpacking gear for a while. I haven't really been following the latest thing, so-called greatest. A lot of people, instead of ground sheets now, are using tie-back. And because this did not come with a ground sheet, I decided I'm going to give this tie-back a whirl. It's pretty cheap. You'll see how it works. It's really noisy in the beginning, but from what I understand, after it softens up, it's a lot less. It's not as noisy. So cut this out with the geometry of the ground sheet. So again, another bottom. So as I was saying, I was really brand loyal. So when I see these tents for a considerable amount less than some of my tents, I question maybe the quality. But after watching some reviews, and it is a lightweight tent, right? So, it's not the most durable tent in the world. It doesn't claim to be. But there's a lot of features, and that's why I bought it. You'll see the living space here. It's a pretty brilliant design. And for 4.5 pounds and a couple of ounces, I never weighed the tie back, but yeah, I think it's a lot of tent. So with the tent, you want to start with the bottom of the tent. So when I pack it away, I start from the top and roll down. So when I open up the tent, I know this is a tail. Now I'll put this carabiner around there for now, because this is the only second time I use it, just so I recognize what I'm looking at. So just now you can just sort of feel that out. I'm not sure if you got that. Excuse the audio. Basically, I was saying there's a lot of guy outs on the tent, and you can't put tent way unless you tie up the guy lines, because it just is a tangled mess. So I, only put out guy lines that I think the conditions are going to warrant. Okay, so then they don't go through very smoothly. You really got to help them. You really got to help them get them seated in the other side. Again, second time, it may come with time. Let's see. Now, so the idea, if it's windy, the wind is blowing from that way. Pulling your tent upright. There was 18 minutes. A little bit of chatting at the beginning. It will come around a little bit quicker. Made a little boo-boo and I had to take the pole back out. That strap that keeps the legs together here came around, so I got to pay attention to that. My only concern is right here. We got mesh. Then we got popping. Time will tell. I might put out a guy rope later, but I don't think I will. I think I'm fine. So I'm going to get set up so I can get Charlie. So Charlie can go into bed. Plus I'm going to put on a sweater or something. Tent is all set up. Now I'm just going to get organized. And I'm just going to show you what I'm actually carrying with me. So this is just a camping mat. I use that in the winter as a second form of insulation. It's a bit overkill here tonight, but I knew I wasn't coming far, so I could afford to take it. And plus, I want to hang out a bit in the tent, so that's nice because I'm going to put my chair on there. That's the goal. So in my very top pocket here, I'll keep my keys, and I'll also keep my headlamp, which I'll keep out because I'll be using it. Also in here is a drone. I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother to show you that right now. Yeah, I'm not going to bother you to show you that right now. This is actually a loaf of French bread I made in the morning. So outside here, I got a rain pants and jacket. I got my rain pants on, there's my rain jacket. So that's water, it's Gore-Tex, so waterproof, windproof, and it's breathable. Here is a little bag containing a bunch of gadgets. I'll show you that a bit later. Here I've got just a little buff that I sleep with, and a pair of mitts or gloves, and a pair of mitts, cold weather mitts. Probably not going to need them this trip, but I have packed for like winter. In this pocket here is just a change of socks, 2 pairs of socks, and 2 plastic bags that if in the event that it'll go over my boot and they get wet, I can change out my socks. But on dry socks with plastic bags, and I got warm, dry feet, really important. And right here I also keep my rechargeable batteries for my cameras and the like. So then, in the top is basically how I pack it, is in need of necessity, you know. So this is a warm puffy jacket that usually when I get to camp it goes on. Also, this is a pair of slippers that normally when I get to camp it goes on. And it will be going on real soon as I show you this. This is a food bag, so all my food for me and Charlie. This is a little pot set and my stove. You'll see that in action shortly. And this is like my utensils, like a little coffee maker, Charlie's bowl, a couple of things. Then what I got here, I got to waterproof everything inside. That's my clothes and sleeping items in here. I want to keep it perfectly dry. So I don't have a rain cover, so I just use this plastic bag. It's actually like an Amazon bag. So this is a chair. It's a nice brown chair, but I'll probably be using that. This is a pillow. Bit overkill, but I didn't have to go far, so I had it. I'm going to use it. And this is a mat. So this is a winter sleeping mat. It inflates, and you'll see that in a bit. I bought the double because of Sir Charlet. This is down pants. Again, this is my winter kit, right? So, although those down pants might very well be on. This is the pump and a light, and it also charges. It also has a power back in there. So, neat little gadget. I've got, this is a down jacket, hooded jacket. This is a bag, a pump for my air mattress, and this is what it came with. You hook that up to the valve. You'll see. I take that as a backup. Also, that little air pump don't get quite enough pressure for me, so I like to put in a squeeze of this. And last but not least is my sleeping bag. So when I get to camp, I like to set up the tent, just camp right away. I like to get my mat in there and get my sleeping bag lofting up. So that's sort of my priority. So this is what we'll do. I'm going to keep stuffing the bags in my pocket and then I'll organize them when I'm in the tent. Now, this pack could be put inside of this vestibule, and all this could be done, would be done if it was important. So yeah, that's it. Seems like an organized mess, but just for the camera, I'm sort of not putting things away as would normally. This is the pillow. So it also, you can inflate it. I don't, it sort of self-inflates on its own a bit. So I usually let it air up rather than introducing my moisture in it. And then maybe at the end, if I just need to add a little more, I'll just get it to how I like it. Again, all my bags are going to go in my pocket and they'll be organized real soon. So, and we also have the water filter. So fill up your water, use your filter, take out the cap and just squeeze it out that way. And we will get some water real soon. I'll hang this up. I'll hang this up on the Oni. Okay, go back in. Go on back in. Go on. You're better off in here. Come on. On the Oni hook that's here. Not the most convenient, but outside those little window ties. Oh, forgive me. Nature hike. And we're here. Yep. Perfect. Daddy's still trying to get comfortable. Me too, actually. So I just made myself a coffee. It's not something I normally do, but it is, what time of day is it? Wow, 6:30. So yeah, just had a coffee. I had a bit of baguette and some cheese, a little granola bar. I was going to have some noodles, but maybe a bit later. I'm gonna have a cookie there now and just relax. The tent, the size of the tent is brilliant. Already still sniffing for scraps. But like all my gear there. Cook here, vent right up. It just really is. I even got my chair in here now, so you can't really sit up unless it's right at the door, which works. Just got my coffee ready here now. So we had that bit of rain / snow. Quite pleasant here this morning though, as you can see. Snow held up well. The snow was sort of damp, so it stuck to the tent pretty well. So it caused quite a bit of condensation inside, which I guess you can expect. So yeah, tent held up well. I'm going to go back in and pack up now and slowly make my way home. Charlie's in my bag. So there's a puddle of water there. Thinking. There, I don't understand. There was a lot of snow on the tent this morning. Shook it all off. Things were wet up here, so it wasn't breathing because the snow was on it. And some drips got in through here because I had the mesh open, of course. So you can't really vent this. You can't really vent this out if there's weather because, well, unless you don't mind the vessel, you'll get wet. So yeah. Few things I don't love about the tent, that's for certain, but there's a few things I like. So again, no one tent will do it all. What a difference in the sea, hey? A few hours make. Totally calm up there. Gorgeous. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. I have a lot of fun making these videos. I hope you enjoy watching them. If you have any questions or comments, by all means, or even critiques for that matter, by all means, send them my way. Love to get a dialogue going. And if there's anything you'd like to possibly see, I'm not an extremist. Most of my nights are, 1, 2, 3 nights. I'm not doing any Justin Barber type stuff. But yeah, anyway, till next time.